Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Guys, it is day number 3 of my Thanksgiving menu. And man, look at what I got here. I got a nice cornbread dressing for you guys here today. This thing is super moist, quick to put together. So we're going to jump into this video and I'm going to show you exactly how I get this done. Alrighty guys, so you can see right here I have my cornbread that I baked the other day. You guys saw that in a video already. And I have my chicken broth right here that I made in another video also. And I have the chicken that I use for my broth. Took all of the meat off it that is going inside of my dressing. And I have my vegetables, green bell pepper, celery, and onion. And I just cook those down in a half stick of unsalted butter. I'm going to be putting that inside of my dressing also. So I'm going to go ahead and get this cornbread crumbled up. And once I have my cornbread crumbled just like this, all I'm going to do is come in here and dump in all of my vegetables inside of here. Alright, so once we get that nice goodness in there, we'll come in here and I'm going to dump my chicken inside of it also. This is a mixture of breast meat, thigh meat, and a few of the dark meat on the backbone and stuff like that. That's a lot of flavor, guys. Alright, so we'll get that in and try to break up those bigger pieces a little bit. Alright, so after I got tired of fighting with it, I'm just going to go ahead and add me some of my broth here. I'm going to add 2 cups inside of here. Tell you, this broth had an absolutely wonderful flavor, guys. Great flavor. Nothing like a nice good homemade broth. Alright. Then I'm going to add 2 more cups. So that's a total of 4 cups inside of here. And I know this is the part that a lot of people feel intimidated by, getting the right consistency with your dressing so that it doesn't be dry once it bakes. But I can promise you guys, if you follow my cornbread recipe and let it sit out for 2 days, you're going to have a perfect cornbread for this recipe. And just use the measurements of broth. Doesn't have to be homemade. You can use regular broth out of the store if you would like. I'm going to give this a mix. You could tell this is still a little bit too dry, or a little bit too dry for me. And that was 4 cups of broth, so I came back and I added 1 more cup of broth to it. That's 5 total cups of broth. And guys, I know some people are going to freak out because I haven't added any sage and sausage and all of that stuff, but my family doesn't like sage and stuff in our dressing. Do you know what they would do to me if I put sage in this dressing? You guys will never hear from me again. But this is the way we eat our dressing right here. And I also don't put eggs in my dressing either. I feel that it doesn't really need it. It still sets up pretty good. So that was just 5 cups of broth. And this is the consistency that I want right here. Nice kind of thick, hearty soup-like consistency. That's going to make a nice tender dressing in the end. So once I got that mixed together, I just got out my pan and just pour this inside of here. I absolutely love that consistency right there. Hasn't failed me yet. Alright, so we get all of that in. Spread it out nice and evenly. Try to make sure that we got all vegetables and chicken distributed evenly throughout too. You don't want one person to get all of the chicken inside of here. We're gonna spread it out. Alright, so this goes in the oven, 350 degrees uncovered for 40 to 60 minutes. It took mine about 45 minutes. And this is what we have right here, guys, an absolutely beautiful cornbread dressing. You can tell when it's done once it starts turning a little brown around the edges. That looks absolutely wonderful. So just to show you guys that it is nice and tender, I'm going to go ahead and take me out a piece right here and look at that. And this was after it sat for about 15 minutes. You see that it's still nice and tender. So moist. I keep saying tender, but I mean moist is what I mean. Alright, so after I got that done, I came and just spoon a little bit of my gravy over the top. This is my homemade gravy, guys. You guys will see that in a video tomorrow. And how I brought this together with the rest of my chicken stock that I had. Alright, so I'm gonna do a taste test now. Alright guys, coming in with a quick taste test here. This is my cornbread dressing, a little homemade gravy. And we aren't gonna waste any time because this thing looks good. Nice tender dressing, gravy. Let's give it a taste. Well, I tell you, you cannot go wrong with that nice homemade chicken stock. You got it seasoned perfectly. Your dressing and gravy is going to come out nice and flavorful. My dressing is so tender, kind of crispy around the edge. I'm about to take this out, guys. It's just like it's Thanksgiving already. Alrighty, guys, so this dressing turned out absolutely wonderful, just like it always does. Definitely follow this recipe in the description, and your dressing should be fine. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and leave a comment. And also subscribe to the channel if you're new. And follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch TV, and on Pinterest, Cooking and Chilling with Kenny. And I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget the hashtag, guys. Just be a blessing to someone. Peace.